Alright, so now the big chore, which is going to take me a while. But I basically dismantled my shower. The tarp now lies flat on the ground. It's basically going to be where I stick all my gear. Because, I want to keep it... The ground's pretty dry, but I want to keep dirt from attaching to any kind of bags and all my stuff, right? So when I go put everything back in, the tent stays clean. So we got to take that fly off, the awning, the whole thing, take everything out of the tent, bring it over here, and then from there we're gonna see how we're gonna fix the ground that's underneath. I know there's some big stones popping out. I'm gonna try and dig them up and fix something, and I need to make this area a little bit better. I camped here last year. I didn't do much to the ground, but this year I'm gonna invest the time to make it really good, so that when I come back next year, it's gonna be all set and good to go. So get ready to watch the fast speed of dismantling and putting it all back. All right, it's time to empty out that tent. And my dogs are chilling in there. That's usually they like to chill. They love to sleep. So one of them I have to tie up because she likes to run off and explore, which can't have that. And the other one, she stays near me. Cookie, the black one, she's the mother. She'll probably end up coming to lie down on the tarp with all the stuff. That's just usually what she does when I do this process. So time for the super fast Superman mode. Right, now that Superman did his thing and emptied the tent, now we need to take the fly off. So I'm going to take the fly off so I can get it washed in the river. I'll show you that as well. And then we'll work on the placement of the tent and the ground. So the tent is basically dismantled. I left it together like that because I want the ground sheet to dry a bit and let out some of that humidity. It'll be fine on the side as long as the big wind doesn't come, but today's been hardly even a breeze. That's why I'm sweating so much. But now we got the ground that we're going to deal with. And as I was saying before, there's a lot of stones. So I'm going to get my handy axe shovel combo. Why am I saying the axe part? Because the axe has a pick on the other opposite side. I can probably use that to dig away. So I'm going to move this food and stuff out of the way. Move it to the other side here so it's not in my path. Here's my target for doing some archery. We will do that later. And this is what I call double trouble. These boulders I'm taking out, I'm probably going to use them to build up my fireplace a little bit better. Now, you might be wondering, oh, there's some pretty big boulders. What am I going to do with the holes? Well, as you can see, the ground is already unlevel. So I'm going to try and cut some of that dirt out to fill the holes, make these holes less deep, and to fill up the holes. Whatever I can't, there's some dirt lying around here and there, and there's plenty of leaves. So that's the next step. I think that's good enough for round one. Basically, I'm gonna leave it like that. I'll put the tarp down and I'll go reset up the tent, organize it. The next time I decide to, fully do this again, probably in a month or so, and I'll just work at that area, that top area some more to try and make it more level. Because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to make a level spot for it. Otherwise, my stuff keeps falling to one side. And then the comfy spot that you see that's kind of squishy, that's actually the side I sleep on. So that it's going to give me a little extra cushion to sleep on. It's going to be less hard. And it'll definitely get more packed over time with me sleeping on it. So I'm going to stop the camera just so that I can, wash up a bit. And then I'll show you how I wash the fly. We'll put everything back together and we'll call it a day. So I went and collected some of my solar. I hydrated, took a little break. There's a lot of work doing all that. So now it's time to put the tent back to where it belongs and put everything back inside. I decided to forego washing my fly simply because probably don't have enough time for it to dry properly. Don't need the humidity in the tent. And it's probably going to get dirty from all the rain that's coming anyway. So I'll just wash it the next time. So back to my Superman mode. All right, well, looks like the tent is back to normal. Now to get everything back inside. As you can see, it's not easy with the dogs. They're constantly getting in the way. That's just part of being a dog dad. So back to Superman speed. So we're almost done. I had to take a small break because the battery on my phone was going to die. And well, I took that opportunity to hydrate and just organize a couple things in the back. So we're going to get the rest of the stuff into the tent and organized. And there you have it. Everything's back to normal. Got the tent up, got everything inside. Even more space than before. Things are really nice and packed in there, all Tetris style. So it's going to be a good night, much more comfortable than it has been with rocks poking in my back and side. So it's been a long day. It's time to relax after I go pick up my solar and have a nice meal. Till next time.